Hello.
Hello, welcome to Jimmerish FM. This is our show called Betty and the Beast. It's where we get some Bettys in and they answer questions that the audience send in, mostly just from randoms and possibly they're all spam bots that respond to it. But you can send us your questions at jimmerish.fm@gmail.com with Dear Betty in the subject line. That'd be totally awesome. And today our Betty is Natalie, who you've met before. How you going, Natalie?
I'm very well, and how are you, James?
You are really well?
Well, it's a lie. Just trying to... No, I'm not well. I've got a sore throat and I'm tired. And I'm going to Europe tomorrow.
What time do you fly out?
Not till 3:30, so I'm going to sleep in tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I should have slept in today, but I didn't.
You didn't sleep in today?
No.
You had too much stuff to do?
Yeah, well, I woke up and then, you know, when you want to go back to sleep but you can't.
Yeah.
You're like, Natalie, go back to sleep, but I couldn't.
Yeah. I woke up like 7:30 this morning and I was just like, felt like hell. So then I sort of just drank like a litre of water and went back to sleep. And now I feel a bit better.
Did your
and then
head...
I got called into work, so I got to go to work tonight. So
oh, yuck. Was your head going like this? Boom, boom,
a bit like that, yeah.
boom. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I was almost good because I had, be careful with my drinks, but then there was all this beer that people would open but left over and it was like going to chuck out. And so we were like, oh, let's just finish it off. So then I started mixing drinks, which is always a bad idea because I'd been drinking spirits before then.
Yeah, I had 2 Nurofen before I went to bed, so I think that's what saved me. I don't really feel hungover, so it's good.
Good. Okay, so you ready to answer some questions?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm completely unorganized and these are totally unfiltered, but I think that's part of the charm. That's why people like the show. So I'm just going to read it out. This is first question from Juicy.
Juicy.
It's a bit of a long one.
Okay, I'm a little bit worried.
Oops. I am 16 and have never had a boyfriend. I feel very out of place and it really gets me down. The trouble is I'm extremely shy and self-conscious. I've tried not to be, but I just can't seem to change it. There's this guy at college I really like. I've only known him a couple of months. He's within my group of friends, but we hardly ever speak. Yet on IM, instant messaging, we have quite long conversations, which I always start. This could be because his boy mates are around at college but not at home. I don't know. We are in one lesson together but sit on opposite sides of the room. We keep making eye contact and I try to smile at him but he just looks away all the time.
Aww.
I've tried studying his body language, eye contact, feet, nervousness, etc. and would suggest he likes me, but I'm thinking this might be all in my imagination. He's extremely shy when it comes to relationships and I don't think he's ever had a girlfriend. I don't know what to do. I would really like to date him, but I'm scared that he'll laugh or be frightened off. Is it too soon? Also, I don't know how to approach him in person as he never seems to be on his own. The situation is beginning to affect my concentration levels and moods at college. Please give me some advice. I think this is an American judgment calling it college.
Yeah. Wow. 16. So a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Well, what is my advice? Well, so I think you're talking over the instant messaging fine, right?
Yeah.
So I think continue with that if it was me. And maybe kind of, can you not suggest to maybe meet up with him? What about like instant messaging? Are we saying over like mobile as well or cell phone?
I'm guessing it's on the internet. Would she be in college as well? She's 16. What age do you go to college in?
Or maybe college is high school.
Yeah, I don't know how the Americans system.
Yeah.
Whether there's an age difference between them, they don't say.
Oh, no, he's the same age and he's never had a girlfriend either, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I think it's really cute. They're like young love. And I think he likes her definitely from what she's saying. He's just really shy.
Yeah.
And so she needs to make a move somehow. And yeah. It's a hard one because you could get rejected and it's embarrassing. What would I do? What advice would I give?
Have you ever asked a guy out or do you always get asked out by someone?
No, I've asked guys out before.
Are you always freaked out that you might get rejected?
Yeah, but I kind of make sure I know that I'm not going to get rejected first.
Alright, yeah. You wait till it's like a dead cert.
Yeah, so I think this girl should wait until there's some kind of... Well, no, why doesn't she say, like, invite him somewhere, like, to the movies or something, but make it kind of... Well, she hangs out with him already, but say, can we hang out as friends? And then if he says no, then kind of back down.
Hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So kind of just make it a friends thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But then could be more.
You could maybe, like, get him to bring his friend and you bring your friend, but then tell them not to turn up so you both accidentally turn up. Have you ever had done that kind of stuff?
No, but I do have an interesting story. When I was in year 9, so when I was 14, I went to an all-girls school. And so we used to have big groups of girls and big groups of boys going to the cinema together. So we used to meet there. And my mum was a little bit overprotective because I'm the eldest daughter and only daughter. And, you know, we'd go and see like Scream or something, MA movie. Just try and sneak into it. Anyway, my mum... Have I told you this one before, James?
No. I'm very excited about this one.
My mum, I have 4 younger brothers,
Mm-hmm.
used to rock up to the cinema with a pram and my other brothers and just happened to want to come and see the same film as me and all my guy friends. And I wanted
all
to
your guy
die.
friends, it was quite an...
Oh, it was embarrassing. It
That's
was so embarrassing. She just so happened to want to see Scream because it's a great film that she really loves, just coincidentally. And so she'd rock on in and like wave to me in the cinema, and I'd be sitting up the back and she'd be up the front waving, and I'd just wanted to cringe. And afterwards I said to her mum, that was really embarrassing. Don't ever do that again. And she goes, Natalie, don't you love your family? And tried to make me feel guilty.
Guilty
It was
into it, yeah.
horrible. How nasty is that, and how crazy is that? My brothers would never have that happen to them.
They get away with they go to see Scream anytime they want. Or whatever MA. Yeah.
Exactly. But how embarrassing.
So what are these group of guy friends? It was just like you and a whole heap of guys, or like
No.
girls there?
A group of girls as well.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
It wasn't like I was just going with another guy either. So I don't know why
Yeah.
my mother was so paranoid.
Oh, you know, mums, they freak out, especially with the first child. You
Yeah.
suffer from first child syndrome.
Yeah. What's that?
It's like, well, you feel all the other... Because you get it so hard because parents don't know what to do with the first one, and this other one's just like, parents just like, whatever.
Yeah.
The
But
first one turned out right.
But
Just
there's
let them do
benefits
whatever.
as well. I think firstborn children are high achievers.
Oh, really?
What do you think, James?
I don't know about that.
You're a middle
child.
child, aren't you?
No, I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're
yeah.
the eldest.
Yeah.
So. Okay. You know, I think it is. And I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
But I think I'm being all a little bit, you know, fate, rah. But I think it's no accident that I was the eldest child, and I'm also the eldest grandchild. And I think that instills in you a sense of responsibility and ambition as well, because you're the first to kind of go on that path. Whereas my brothers, they're like, meh, we'll just cruise along. Why not?
Yeah. Whatever life brings.
Where I'm like, no, this is where I'm going.
Cool. Okay, so thanks, Juicy, for writing in.
Yeah, sorry I can't give you too much great advice, but I would say try and talk to him on instant messaging and try and suggest to meet up for a movie, maybe with just him and another friend. Just say, and put it on your friend. Say, such and such wants to see this film with me. Maybe you guys could come, and then you can get closer to him and sit next to him in the cinema and have a chat. And maybe you could gauge...
You talk during the movie?
Yeah, and then gauge from there if he likes you. And then once you get to know him a little bit better, or spend more time just you and him, or you, him and another friend, then you can ask him out.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is from Carol.
Carol? Thanks, Carol.
Carol.
Yeah.
Me and my friend both think we're in love. No problems, except I... Okay, the grammar's a bit better on this one. Me and my friend both think we're in love. No problems, except he's 7 years older than me, but I really feel like I love him, but I don't think he feels the same way towards me. and he's so cute and funny and smart, but I feel as if I'm annoying him when we talk on MSN, so please, please, please help me. I'm desperate.
Okay, so she likes a guy that's 7 years older than her. Younger.
Older.
Well, so that's no issue. I don't have any issue with that, so there's no problems there. Toss that aside, Carol. We're not even looking into the age difference. Yeah, 7 years older. That's nothing.
Sounds kind of young, though. If she's like talking on MSN.
Oh,
please.
Carol doesn't sound like a young name, though.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. But, okay, if you're younger, that's a problem. But if you're 18 plus, I don't see any issues with that, age-wise. If you're younger, that's a different matter again. But they're best friends. But didn't she say that they were in love with each other? Or she was just in love with him?
Yeah, me and my friend both think we're in love.
Both think we're in love, but she likes him more than her. I don't know. Well, if you're in love with somebody, I think, yeah, you can't have somebody that's... You have to have the same mutual love for each other, because there's no point in someone being madly, deeply in love with somebody and the other person not. But I think she doesn't know that. I think she's just a little bit paranoid that he isn't.
Do you, would you ever confront someone? Have you ever just like, do you love me?
Yeah. Why not? But, well, if they say they're in love, they're not dating though.
No, they're just friends at the moment.
Well, why don't...
She doesn't feel that he loves him as much as she loves her as much as she loves him.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're not going to go and confess your love for somebody unless you want to date them.
She's desperate.
Why doesn't she tell him the way that she feels? And
in real life or on MSN?
In real life. Tell him the way she feels, and then you can get it straight, because maybe it's easier over MSN. You know, either or.
Yeah.
But if you tell somebody the way you feel, and then you can get it straight, and if he doesn't feel the same way, then she can move on with her life, and if he does feel the same way, then they can be together. So I think that's the solution. Let him know how you feel, and then you can decide what you want to do, because there's no point in being in love with someone that doesn't love you back.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to be hurting yourself, so you need to decide. You know, if you're going to be together, that's fine. But if you're not, you need to move on. And
have you ever tried to push the issue by trying to hit on another guy and see if he gets jealous?
Oh,
is that something girls do?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if I have personally. So like you're saying, to see if he likes her, so maybe she should try and hit on someone else.
Yeah, to see, just poke him, give him a nudge, and he's like, oh crap, I'm losing her, and then he might suddenly go. Yep,
definitely works.
More pronounced, yeah.
Definitely works.
Yeah.
Not that I've intentionally done it, but yeah, I think it definitely works, because I don't know about in this situation though. I think it's no use in playing mind games, though. Why play mind games? I think you should just get straight to the point on what you want, because though some people like mind games. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Fair enough. This next one is from Kiki.
Kiki.
He has been my friend for 3 years. We get on really well. I trust him enough to cry in front of him, and he always makes me laugh. He told me that he likes me more than a friend, and I really like him, but he is better than me. He has a law degree, and I don't have good education. I haven't revealed to him little facts like that I come from a broken home, which we've not much money. All his family are lawyers and doctors. I'm frightened that he will think less of me when he finds out the truth. A part of me says I should push him away before it's too late, but I value him too much. What should I do, Betty?
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I don't think you have anything to worry about, Betty, because he's confessed his love with you. Go with the flow. And if you I think you should be upfront with him from the start. I don't think you should try and hide anything, because if you hide anything now, then in the future it's only going to come out and he's not going to respect you. So I think you should show him 100% your true colours, where you come from, what you do. And if he likes that, then he'll be with you, because there's no point in being with somebody who, doesn't love you or like you for you. They have to know the whole of you, your family, your background, where you're from, because otherwise you're not being true to yourself, are you?
Yeah, so are you saying that, like, like you just sit down with him and say, look, if we're going to take this to the next step, this is some things you got to know?
I don't think you need to say that. You don't need to sit down and say, look, and I come from a broken home and I got no education, rah, rah. But when it comes up, let it come up and let it, go naturally. Because if you're not letting him know that, you're lying, essentially, aren't you? Even if you're not telling him things, you're lying, even if you're not directly lying, if you're omitting certain facts.
Yeah.
So go ahead, and I think, tell him.
Have you been, like, shocked by something like that? Like when someone's revealed something, like, late into a relationship?
This is not really it's kind of funny. I probably shouldn't say this, but I once had a boyfriend who will remain nameless, who told me 6 months into the relationship that his parents were second cousins.
Oh, okay. And you think that sort of...
it didn't affect us at all, but it was funny.
Put some defects in him, do you think?
No, it didn't put any
missing some
defects.
DNA?
He was very intelligent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite funny. Imagine that, hey?
Yeah. Well, back in the old days, that was like...
It was the norm, so I don't think it's second cousins. It's not first cousins.
Yeah.
But yeah, still pretty funny. But yeah, no one's ever revealed anything to me, because I think, although I don't think you should ever hide anything. I'm a very, very honest person, very truthful. I don't like people that hide things, because then you're not really you. And why would somebody want to be with someone that's just a lie?
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Kiki, for writing in. Hope that helps. Next one is from Sarah. Dear Betty, I've had this crush on this guy for 4 years, and when he asked me out, I was so thrilled. We have been dating for 5 months now, but 3 of those months have been on the rocky side. I was getting a feeling that my boyfriend had a crush, huge one in brackets, on my best friend. We always hang out and they flirt with each other. When I asked my best friend if she had a crush on him, she said no. Rumours have been going around that they like each other, and I look like a fool. I always have to see them laugh together, and I'm watching them because I don't know what to do with my hands or legs. I don't know what to do with my hands or legs. I just stand there. They tell each other everything, and I feel so sad every time they say something to each other. I love my boyfriend and I want to stay friends with my friend. What do I do to keep them apart, but yet I can still have them both?
Well, I would tell him, see you later. Saying that, I don't know how much they're into each other, because maybe they're just flirty friends. Do you know what I mean? So I think you've got a number one thing in a relationship is a trust issue. But if I don't know, it's different. He's having fun with another girl, but if he's flirting with her, and I don't know. I would say see you later. You're 5 months into a relationship and it's already terrible. In the last
3 months.
In the first 3 months or whatever. Say see you
majority
later, because
percentage.
what's the point? And you're only young. You sound young anyway. So I would just say goodbye and find someone better. And like the friend, what's she doing? Doesn't sound very nice to me.
Couldn't she talk to the girl and say, look?
Yeah.
And if you can't say it to the boyfriend, surely your best friend you could talk to and say, look, can I trust you?
Yeah, or just say you're making me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
At the same time, you shouldn't be paranoid either, because nobody likes insecure people, right?
Yeah. They're horrible.
But if I was if he is actually, you've got no evidence for him to actually be doing anything, so he's not really doing anything wrong. But if he starts doing more, or if you find out there's more, see you later, honey.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly.
Cool. Okay, well, thanks, Sarah, for writing in.
Thank you.
This one's interesting.
Oh.
This is from Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Betty, I'm 15 and I'm 19 weeks pregnant.
Ooh.
My parents know, but they are extremely mad at me, and they said once the baby's born, they are going to kick me out. My boyfriend got run over a few weeks ago, so the baby has no father.
Oh.
I'm so scared and I don't know what to do when the baby is born. I really want the baby. What should I do?
Oh, that's horrible. What nasty parents, man.
Like the worst story ever.
Well...
Situation, maybe.
Well, I think there's a lot of help groups out there that you could kind of go to. A lot of women's clinics that will help you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should put
refuges.
a link on the website, but for professional places. But because I don't know. No one says where they're from. Maybe I should ask them. Next time.
I think name, age, and location.
Yeah. Kind
of thing. But that's really sad, man. But you're 15 and you're pregnant. Wow. Do you know what I think I don't know if you have this where you live, but I think a really good thing is to continue on with your education, because if you're only 15 and pregnant, you have nobody supporting you. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, for the rest of your life? I know here in Perth, I don't know if it's Belga Senior High School, one of the high schools out that way, that they have a program where you can be pregnant. I don't know, some schools won't let you be pregnant. But anyway, you can, throughout your whole pregnancy, you can study, you can do your TE. They have a creche there that you can continue on with your education and get your qualifications, because if you're pregnant at such a young age, how are you ever going to support yourself? So I think you need to finish your education at the same time as having a baby, if you've got those resources in where you live. But, you know, that might not be available to you. But I think definitely seek help from some places. And I think there are places I know here in Perth, but I'm not sure where you're from. So
I wonder if it's like a religious thing. Like, why would your parents kick you out after the baby's born? Like, isn't that when they're most vulnerable?
I think a lot of religious people obviously don't approve, and that's really sad. But maybe even if she could find a relative that she could stay with, or a friend. It's really sad, man.
I'm sure I know there's women's shelters for people who are being abused by the husband, but I'm sure they would. If your boyfriend's been killed, I'm sure they'll understand. They probably help you out. If you look up your local women's shelter. Well, thanks, Anonymous, for writing. It's a pretty sad story, but this next one's anonymous as well.
Okay.
Dear Betty, I'm 14 years old. I really need some advice on what to do. Last year, a boy moved into my school, and because he was new, nobody really knew or liked him much, but he really liked me, and I begin to like him too. We started dating Wednesday. We started dating. We'd be inseparable, and he made me feel so loved. But everyone was teasing me for going out with the new boy. I tried to ignore them, but it got so bad that I didn't want to go to school anymore. So in the end, I felt I had no choice but to end it all with him, even though I didn't want to. He was really upset and ended up crying in front of everyone in school. He tried to get back together with me, but I'd say no. Now it's months later, and my feelings for him are stronger than ever. I think I may be in love with him, if I know what love is. But the thing is, he's all Mr. Popular now, and he's always with all the girls and hugging them and everything. He's forgotten all about me. I don't know what to do anymore. He's all I ever think about. I just want him back. Is it too late?
Yeah, bad luck. You sound like not a very nice person. Because you should have been with him. You were more worried about your popularity being with him, and you said, oh, you couldn't go to school. I think that's a lie. I think you can be stronger than that. Because you should stick up for your morals and what you want more than ever. And it sounds to me the only reason that you really want him now is because he's popular and all the other girls like him.
Yeah.
So I think you've done your dash with him, and if I was him, I wouldn't take you back either, just because, yeah. But I mean, I guess you could try and approach him and tell him how you feel, but I don't know how that's going to go because of what you did before.
Mm-hmm.
Just learn a lesson for next time.
Yeah. Do you think, like, you know, if someone, let's say this happened to someone that isn't a bad person, do you think is there any way of getting him back?
Getting him back. I'm not saying she's a bad person. She's young.
I mean, she has to learn from her mistakes, but
yeah, she's a young girl, but and it's not necessarily bad, and maybe she's made a bad decision. You're not a bad person, sweetheart. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. Oh, so yeah, you go.
Hi, we're just back from a technical incident, so we're probably going to wrap up the show now. As you can probably hear through the mics, the computer's going. I have to get the fans replaced or something like that.
It's dying.
It's dying a slow, noisy death. Luckily, it's in warranty. But so yeah, thanks, Nelly, for coming on.
No worries.
And helping us out with this latest episode of Betting the Beast. You're off to London.
Tomorrow,
yeah. So we won't see you around for a while.
Yeah, I'll be on a 3-month break unless I Skype in.
Yeah, do you reckon you'll be able to work that out?
Yeah, why not? I'll have to figure it out, but time difference is a factor, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I'm usually awake at strange hours.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to organise something.
You can follow what Nelly's up to at nellyreese.com or just Google her name, Nelly Reese, Rees. Yeah, well, thanks for coming on. That's Betting the Beast. You can write in with your own questions for the Betties, jimmerish.fm@gmail.com. You can put Dear Betty in the subject line. That would help us out a lot. And, check us out. We're actually on the iTunes store now. You can search for Betting the Beast and subscribe right from the iTunes store and leave a review. Help us get our ratings up. Give a 5-star review would be pretty cool. Yeah. So see you around.
Okay, thanks, James. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. You can find the Jimmerish FM website at fm.jimmerish.com.